Gentlemen, it's time for the final. The chat has decided it's 18 plus only. So, both you, I'm going to go through it. I'm sure you both understand how it works, but for the chat's benefit, for anyone new, I'm going to go through how this is going to work. You are allowed to pick any nation on Earth, right? You're allowed to pick any nation at all. Your starting provinces do not count towards any score. But in order to declare war, they have to be 18 development provinces. You cannot declare any wars or in any way acquire new territory until everything is 18 development in your nation. You can't seize land from your vassals. You can't declare wars. You can't do anything that would seize land in that fashion until all your provinces are 18 development. Does that make sense?
What do you mean not seize land?
So as in you can't just if you have three Huh? No, I'm not talking about that. Like as in from let's say you have a vassal. All your provinces are 10 development. You can't seize a province from your vassal.
Okay.
You cannot expand at all until you have 18 development in all of your provinces, at which point you can expand.
But okay, so just to clarify, if I conquer a country and I give away the provinces that are 18 development or less than 18 development to a vassal, then I am allowed to declare.
As long as all of your provinces that you directly own are 18, yes, you can.
So let's say you have 5 provinces, one of them 17. No, illegal. Let's say one of them is 10 and you give it away to a vassal, and the other 4 are 18. Great, go for it.
Yep.
What about multiple wars? So if I declare like 5 wars, can I piece all of them out?
If you declare 5 wars, then after you've taken territory from the first war, you can't take any more territory until those are 18 development.
I can't piece out the other guys.
No. You can be at war, but you can't take the territory. It's gonna be a good challenge.
The audience voted for it. Now, with all of that out of the way, with these explanations out of the way, let's get right back to it, because this is the grand final. Zlewikk, you're in this season undefeated so far. 5 wins. Florry, your first loss in a main portion of the tournament. Let's just put it right out there. Zlewikk, what do you think your chances are to take the title from this man? Straight from the Netherlands to Poland for the first time.
It's now or never.
No,
and it's Florry that has to defend the title. I have nothing to lose.
True. No pressure on you. Florry, can you be the 7-time back-to-back? Or or are you old?
I'm not old. Holy shit, I'm not old.
Guys, actually, guys, today is my birthday. I'm old.
Oh, Zlewick's old. Happy birthday. Let's get some W's.
Happy old Zlewikk.
I mean, Florry, I'm just saying, if you beat Zlewikk on his birthday,
that would be lame.
That's kind of crazy.
Mean.
Yeah, kind of a dick move,
crazy. Bro. Boys, are you ready? Any other questions, or are you happy to get cracking?
I hate that challenge. Why did you pick it?
Because exactly good. That way. That's why.
It's so good.
You know, we considered putting it at 20 or 15, but we just like the name 18 plus too much, so that's why we settled on that.
Legit is.
Just to be real.
Honestly, this is the main reason we have this challenge. So I think they did it. So
yeah.
This is the first match, chaps. I mean, I'm ready to go if you are.
No, Florry's not here yet.
He is.
Oh, we have a very interesting pick on this side as well. Now, let me say, Chad, that when me and Laith debated this, we were honestly gonna go for someone like Florence or Milan, because they have a few provinces. They're very rich. They're republics. They're easy to dev, and you can conquer a lot of high dev provinces around them as well. But you know, after seeing what Florry picked right here, and I can only wonder what Zlewikk picked.
I mean, there's been some switching around. I mean, I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm in.
All right, I think, ladies and gentlemen, 5 long weeks, 5 challenges, 2 finalists. There can only be one winner, and that winner will be found out today. We start the first challenge of the grand final, potentially for the last ever time. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Boom. And here we are as my POV, ladies and gentlemen. Florry has started as John Zhu right here, a Jurchen tribe, a horde nation, and getting cracking immediately with loans with the estate set up and everything. Now, this is the caveat. He has these provinces right here, and none of them are 18 dev. He could give them away. He could develop them. He could do show strengths. He could do something to get points. He cannot take more land until all of his current provinces are 18 dev. And the thing is, these starting ones don't even count. So has he just sold this province? I think he just sold this province to Nanai.
So, I mean, he has to dev his provinces,
He
right?
has unpaused. He hasn't started deving. He has chosen rivals. So maybe we're going to see show strengths here. You know, this would be really good in revolutionary. You know, you make someone revolutionary, you get like 1,000 admin points.
And you're good to go.
But you can, of course, raise as a horde. So that is a very good pick. But we really didn't expect to see horde picks because they start off with quite a lot of provinces, you know. His army maintenance is down, not rooting out corruption. So, you know, I'll tell you if anything happens. He has sold this one to Nanai. I can't confirm that because there's no core on it. But yeah, let's go to Zlewikk. I want to know his weird pick.
Zlewikk was looking at Ashikaga and then Janjiao, but he has settled on Florence and has immediately given away Pisa, which is, I mean, he could have just devved it twice. Yes.
Yeah, but Pisa is already such a rich province. But I guess this it doesn't count. I mean, it helps out with the tax.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. It means he doesn't have to waste 3 clicks. It doesn't count at the start anyway.
Yeah.
Your starting provinces don't count. So over here, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. He has to like Florence itself starts at 30 or 28 development, so that one's good to go. He will need to develop this one up to up 4 more times, and they can go forwards.
I guess Arezzo was better to give away, right?
But he can't give it away.
Already giving something away.
You can't give it away. Is Zlewikk still not unpausing? Can we go to him directly?
Florry, I can confirm he has sold another province to Nanai.
So the advantage of playing in Italy is you have all of these high provinces. You conquer this province from Lucca, let's say. You go over here. Excellent. You take this. The Allied Austria, so not them. But then you dev it 4 times. You're off again. So the idea is that you want to spend an equal amount of time deving as you do attacking other people. You can go after someone like Venice and take like 4 provinces. Or let's say you take all of Hungary somehow in one war. Half of Hungary. That's legal. Because it's one action. But then you need to dev everything. It won't count otherwise. So he's starting out with these 2 provinces. And we will have to manually count. Which, or actually, well, we can count from here, subtracting the existing ones. Which ones are 18 development.
No, Florence has a really good pick right here, man.
I think so.
Is
Other
one
good
of the
picks
we were considering at the start. You know, Milan is a nice one. So yeah, Zlewikk definitely going with what we thought was gonna happen. Florry, what we really didn't think was gonna happen, but you know, I guess we didn't really consider the Jurchen guys. When we thought of hordes, we thought of like Oirat and those guys, you know. So
why would you go Jurchen?
Because they're smaller.
They're smaller, but then he has to conquer everything back. I assume he's gonna probably raise, give the land to a vassal, and then attack someone else. So then he can dev the province up to 18. I would say that's probably the plan. I think expansion is a little bit limited in his area, but I think we were talking about the raising mechanic and seeing what potentially that can be done with that. I think it's a little bit unreliable. So if anyone can do it though, it is Florry, as it looks like Zlewikk will begin to look for. There it is. The first declaration on a Siena. 20 development, which means he declares this war. He takes the land and he can immediately declare war again. This will be his first point on the board and it will count. It is outside the starting ones. I mean, this should be a rather easy war. I mean, where do you think he goes from here? Maybe.
It's got to be the small guys around him, man. You know,
I mean, the Pope's not looking too
hard. Bologna.
I think the Pope, man. Hawk, I think it's time we reveal the potential.
I think
Season 3.
Chat, we've decided that if we do get Season 3 of EU4 Para Bellum, with all your favorite hosts and producers and players, that it would be in June. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, not that far away from now. Right now, we're at the end of February, almost March. If you guys get to see Season 3, it's only gonna be in a couple of months.
Absolutely.
March, April, May, that's just 3 months, bruh.
It's a short turnaround.
One bus crash, you're in a coma for 3 months, you wake up, wake up to Para Bellum Season 3. Let's go to Florry's game right here. So he is currently developing his provinces still. Not that much though, using some points as we can see. He sold his 2 poorest provinces at the start, which are these 7 dev ones right here. So yeah.
Zlewick's in the league and he is currently, flip to my POV, he is stack wiping the floor with Genoa, as the chairman would say. They wiped his ass. That's the worst thing that's ever come out of this show. Now,
As James
100%
comes in
over
with the
here.
5 gift.
Let's see, 100%. This war goal demands Florentine humiliation. Looks like he's probably going to go for a show strength here.
That
And
will be
he
good. We do need
does.
to see a lot of those.
But where would he go next? I mean, he can just declare war immediately, obviously, because he already had the 20, which is very, very good. I honestly think the Pope. That would be my pick.
You think the Pope?
You have a province that's 25. The rest are kind of bad. Not great. There's Ragusa, Strasbourg, and Bologna.
Oh, yeah.
He has Dev
sure.
Florence up to 30 Dev, by the way. He's trying to ally Hungary.
He can. He can.
He's doing it.
Florence is good at the start. You can get Austria and France.
He's allied
man.
Mantua, he's allied Savoy, and he's allied Hungary. And he's going for France as well, it looks like.
Yeah, let's go back to Flurry right here. So, you know, in his game, he's still doing this initial deving. 3 of his provinces are 18 dev, 1 is 19. So maybe he has accidentally deved it, or maybe, you know, just pushing for the Renaissance a bit or something. But he still has that one poor province that's at 7 dev, Mao Lian, that middle one that you see right there from his POV. He can go for Nanai, he can go for Orachoni. The thing is, all of these guys have cheap provinces as well. Whereas if he hits Ming, you know, he gets Beijing. Beijing's already above 18. You know, he gets some other high dev ones. He doesn't have to dev that much. And he's a horde, so he can even afford to raise Beijing, get points from it. It won't drop below 18, and he can pour the points into different provinces. So that's, you know, that's definitely a valid strat right here.
I think he's going to.
Yeah.
I think he's looking like it. There we go.
Ah, there it is. So he's pushing Mao Lian as well, taking out more loans. I think
my
he's gearing up for his
POV,
war.
we do see a war against Lucca in Austria. He has, in fact, gone for it. Yeah, Austria actually only with the 18k troops, so now or never, really. This is a legal war. He did, Siena was already had enough dev for him to declare war, so he's got 1 point on the board. He is looking good, and he is going to be marching into Lucca, which he only needs to develop 4 more times for it to count.
If you guys flip to my POV right here, you will notice that Flurry has developed all of his starting provinces to 18, which means now he can officially go to war. He can officially start conquering. And there it is. There's the deck versus Ming immediately. Now let's check the important stats when fighting Ming. He's Miltech 4. Ming is Miltech 3. Mandate low. That's really all you need. So he's declared with the mandate of heaven. He needs to take the capital Beijing. And I think we're going to see a massive war here, ladies and gentlemen. There's so many high dev provinces. If you go into the dev map mode, you'll see Beijing at 31. You can raise it, keep it above 18, get points from it. Nanjing as well. Yangzhou right here. Hangzhou, Wuchang, so many above 18 dev provinces that Ming has. It's absolutely insane.
He can also
I'm honestly
take a bunch of territory. He can take a bunch of territory and then just dev it. There's nothing to stop him from taking 100% war percentage against Ming, and that is a very, very good score. That might put him in the solidly in the lead, and we might start to see the pendulum switch to the other side here. Will in fact be swinging. I think this is. I mean, obviously, can you tag it into the Ming for us? Ming is.
So here we are as Ming. Ming is actually not low on troops, 74k. Low on manpower though. They don't have any armies up here. In fact, they're not even sending them up.
Now, can we flip to my POV? Bold. He's standing on a mount of war. I mean, he needs to. He's also in this English war. I don't think he's going to get much out of that. But if I tag over here into Austria, they have gotten their act together, and they are beginning to siege him down. I mean, that's actually really low manpower for Austria. Did they lose the emperorship? They lost the emperorship. That's why. They lost the emperorship. RNG. That is insanely good.
Okay, let's go back to Flurry here. He has gotten Ken Yang, just want to tell you guys, and he is marching straight for Beijing, as we can see, ready to walk in with that mission guy right there, Kung San. Let's take a look at Ming again. Nope. No, they're busy unsieging Canton, unsieging this. In fact, they've gone down to 61k. Where is the rest of their army?
I don't know, bro.
No manpower, losing money, actually losing quite a lot. No manpower.
Another province taken for Zlewikk. Also, the Byzantines are sieging down Treviso. Haven't seen that one before. But he does, in fact, take another province. Now, that doesn't count towards his score just yet.
There we go. Yeah, I know.
They are massively overstacked.
He is concentrating the troops in Shenyang. Flurry can't go against that. He's left the 1k smartly right here on Beijing. Just so
I don't know. It's minus 64%. He's not holding any siege progress. effect, phenomenal. It looks like he is going to go in. I mean, it has to happen. Let's see. Are the gods
There
on
it
his
is.
side?
There's the battle right there.
It looks favorable.
He is
108%
winning.
discipline. Oh, nice.
There we go,
Very,
nice.
very nice. Now, the reason he won that is because of the combat width. It meant that Ming, despite having double the amount of troops, could not bring all of their troops to bear, meaning that it was a straight 1v1 fight. It was essentially 20k versus 20k, but he will lose that 1k for it.
Oh, there we go. Walking into Beijing now as well. That should be an easy wiping
Stack
Ming's
wipe.
ass right there. Even gets a stack wipe in. Ming down to 44k troops.
Two very different strategies from two very similar players, I would say. Why is Zlewikk pausing for this one? Can we flip to Zlewikk, please? He is trying to get maximum generation now. Big part of Florence and why you picked them, that ruler. You've got Cosmo de Medici. He's currently at 655. No, he didn't die.
Nice, nice.
Cosmo
nice.
could never die. He's currently 63. Long may he reign. There it is. Now he needs to dev that 4 times. Zlewikk is on the board with 218 development provinces outside his starting provinces.
Very
We
nice.
shall see. He is preparing for another war. Declaring war on Genoa.
That's actually a very good deck on Genoa.
But he goes, in fact, for Milan for Parma. Now, Parma does have 15 dev. Milan, 21. Cremona, 17. Pavia, 16. Like these, apart from these two up here, you could do a lot with that. Unfortunately for him, if he does do that, he will likely be murdered. He will be beaten to death with particularly large sticks by the gentlemen of Europe who seem to take exception to him and his conquests. What province is he going to take? What is in the mind of Zlewikk in this position?
I'm interested in that. So if he takes 3 provinces here, let's say
If he
Parma,
takes,
Cremona, Milan, or Pavia.
3,
Ooh, that's tough.
he would be fine with the month tick. If he sets everyone right now to yeah, he can take 3 potentially. I would say more than that, and you're in a better
establishing
position.
communities in Genoa and Venice. Fleury is progressing this war versus Ming very nicely. So he's gotten Beijing. He's got ticking war score. Ming down, well, actually up to 65k troops. He's standing on Nanjing currently, which is super nice. This war is going great, man. He can take so much right here, and a lot of these provinces are over 18 or at 18. They can be raised. The thing is, it's so much overextension. This has a possibility of being really good for Fleury. There we go. We're about to see a battle right here in Haizhou. There it is. That's going to be an easy win for him. Extremely more powerful morale for him. Yeah,
Cosmo's dead.
Oh,
So
no.
always been occupied Milan. That's not too bad. I would say taking Milan is a mistake, but that is something to keep an eye on. Did he call him in for favors? There you go.
Now, let's
Messina.
go to Fleury directly here.
Go for
Sorry to interrupt you because he has been paused for quite a while. I think he's examining his peace deal with Ming right here. Trying to take... Now, the ones he's selecting are all... Well, not all of them, but a lot of them are already above 18. So there we go. He pieces out. He does not take Beijing. And I can confirm that he has 2 provinces, actually 3 provinces, Hangzhou, Jianjing, and Yangzhou, that are all above 18 right now.
He's currently raising all the provinces.
So he's raised the cheap ones.
Yep. Presumably going to release a vassal.
Ones.
And
There
then
we go.
go to war with
Raise
Ming
them.
again. That would be a very smart
And
strategy
just
indeed.
steal all the extremely high dev one.
Yeah, very, very smart. That's a good strategy. There aren't that many in Ming. There are a lot, don't get me wrong.
Fleury has 3 points on the board. These are all above 18. 18 plus, baby. And he hasn't even raised them. Well, 2 of them. He can raise 2 of them. So, what is Zlewikk at?
Zlewikk is currently, if you flip to my POV, 1, 2.
At 1. So, Fleury does take the lead. He's on 2.
He's on 2.
There we
He's on
go.
2. So
Okay,
1,
very
2.
nice.
And then these 3, he does need to develop only a little bit, but that should be a further 3. So
Yeah,
he will have 5.
My POV right here. Fleury doing big brain gameplay. So, you guys notice that he has redeclared on Ming right here, which is obviously something we expected him to do. But something he's also done, chat, is he's developed Laizhou for Qi, and then he's seized that province after he developed it. So yeah, that's the continuation of the Ming War.
That is legal.
Ming still has some really high dev provinces that Fleury can take, and I'm expecting to see something similar. Ooh, as a Ming tries to catch his just spawned independent army right here in Yangzhou, but he luckily can run away. Will he run away? He'll be at 5.
No, he'll catch that 6k. Ooh, and they have taken the fort.
Yeah, that's tricky. He'll get these guys with those guys, but this is gonna be a lot. What? Up?
Oh, oh, they've rolled
they
one. No, they
reinforced.
reinforced. Wait, they retreated
Can
to
he get
reinforce
there in
into
time?
it. Damn, that's
He-
big brain. Ming retreating into a battle to win a battle. Huge strats. Ming is absolutely going to destroy. Oh, no.
Never mind. Let's see how Zlewick's deving is going and where he's looking to declare. Maybe we can go
Zlewick's
to him.
deving. Can we go to him directly? I can confirm that's a further couple of points on the board. He is currently sitting on 5 whole points. He is getting cogs.
Let me ask
And
you
he is
this.
looking at Tunis. He's definitely looking at Tunis right now. This man's just playing EU4.
Yeah, he's just playing Florence, and I love it.
He's just vibing.
Ooh.
But this is what I mean. He has such insane mana generation that I think he could have gotten away with taking lower dev provinces like Como and
I don't think he should
Navarra.
have given away Pisa.
Oh no. Actually,
What?
I think I see what he's doing. Flip to my POV.
Let's do it. Let's see.
This guy, this cheeky guy, 18 development. I think he thinks that counts. It doesn't.
No, that doesn't count. If he
That doesn't
annexes
count.
them, it counts.
Does it?
If he annexes them,
It's
it
not.
counts.
No, it's one of his starting provinces. Tunis is allied the Mamluks. We're safe.
Ooh. Not good for Zlewick, though. Not good
No,
for
well,
Zlewick.
you know, it doesn't matter. But he is going somewhere. I want to point that out. Can we go to him directly? He's going somewhere. He's attached
let's
to his
see.
voice. He's
Where is he
thinking about
trying
it. He's leaving. He's shipping him somewhere. He's gone espionage ideas. That's also another minus 10%. Very, very smart here from Zlewick.
Nice,
Very
yeah,
smart indeed. No. Tunis, they've got AirPods in. They don't know. They don't
No
know.
CB Morocco?
Tunis, no. Tunis, decline the call to arms. Decline the call to arms, Tunis. That's a lot of high dev provinces. I'm looking
Really
around.
good.
We have Iskandaria. Is he going to no CB them? Tunis wouldn't come in. They're smart.
He loves to go CB.
I mean, Iskandaria is 13 dev on the that coastline. 13, 10, 10, 12,
All those
25,
top ones, right?
12. Yeah. The Delta's looking pretty cute. In fact, Mitch, can you flip to me real quick and then we'll flip back to him?
He's building a flagship
This
as well.
13 here, 10 here, 10 here,
Oh, yeah.
12 here, 25. And let's not forget 12 here. Let's not forget that this guy does have some of the greatest mana generation. Plus, Syria has been integrated, ladies and gentlemen, which
Ooh.
means
Oh, there's some rich ones in the north over there.
he has gone for Ferrara in the meantime. Look at that. That's insane. Look at this. What do you not see in the bottom left? No coalition.
No coalition?
How the hell
Now?
is this man? He has no aggressive expansion.
Important news. We are officially tied, ladies and gentlemen. In the meantime, while Florry's in this war with Ming, he has been developing Wu Ding here for his vassal Qi. Seized it.
And that is legal. He's seizing land. All of his existing stuff has 18 development. He hasn't
Fine,
taken anything
right
from Ming yet, so he is allowed to seize land. That is a legal veteran move.
You know, Ming right here getting carpet sieged by Florry. Oh, and there's the peace out. So
Wow.
let's examine this peace deal, ladies and gentlemen. He's snaked all the way to this wasteland right here. Let's see. There's a 18 more. There's another one. So 2 really good provinces here. And in the middle, there's this 12 dev one, which is very nice. So yeah, Florry's score currently 7. Florry is in the lead. Let's see what he does with these provinces. There's Chu. So now I think he's gonna give this one and this one to Chu. Of course, we should note in the meantime, there we go, another deck on Ming, expected. But what he might also be doing is developing this one for Hefe, for example, in the meantime. You know, some other super cheap, what you call it? Yeah, Jinan might be next. It's at 13, so he's going to be deving and seizing from his vassals, all while continuously pounding Ming. Reminder, 7 to Zlewick's 5. Let's go back to Zlewick.
So Zlewikk is in 2 wars. In the meantime, he did declare war on Bologna, who are only allied to the Papal State. They are co-belligerent, so I can't imagine that he is going to be taking land from this. To do so, he could still do it. That's insane. Yeah, the coalition, they don't really care about a resurgent Florence, or a surgent Florence, I should say. I imagine he's probably going to white peace the Pope, or at least get rid of his alliances. Bear in mind, Rome, very good province to take right at the end. He was looking at declaring war on the North Africans, but it does look like he has aggressive expansion to burn in the meantime. And he does start to take these provinces here. I think he could probably peace out the Pope quite quickly if he does take these provinces that aren't protected by the fort. In the meantime, his ally Savoy is going ahead and doing him a solid by sieging down Genoa. Ferrara, in the meantime, 2 provinces very, very close. Bologna, the same. We'll have to see how that pans out.
I can't say who he's going to take it away, man. Because Zlewick, it's like seemingly so easy for him, but the same thing can be said about Florry, man, because he's You know, he does keep, like I said, pounding Ming, but
done.
he's already at 7. Let's assume Zlewikk is going to be at 7 right here too, when he's done with the whole Ferrara thing, right?
It's Bologna, so he is going to be declaring war. He has taken Rome. If we go to him directly, I imagine he's just going to white peace them or get rid of their alliances.
Yeah.
Is it white peace? Yep, he does in fact white peace them.
Yeah.
And so he is going to be taking Bologna. Provinces that he could take without deving, or provinces of interest, we should say, Milan over here. Then there is Montferrat, he could probably dev. And then potentially the capital, though this is kind of nasty to go through. On the Venice side of things, he can go after, obviously, Venice itself. Treviso, that is also a possibility. There's a couple of provinces that are very, very good. And again, south of him, we've got Roma, we've got Napoli. These kinds of provinces are very, very high in dev. In fact, if I show you the development map mode, it's looking pretty good for him at present.
Now, I have some good news here, ladies and gentlemen, or, well, bad news at the same time. If we flip to my POV, Florry isn't in that good of a situation right now. Losing quite a lot of money, no manpower, negative stab, negative prestige, close to bankruptcy. He is getting nobles and separatists. He is winning the war with Ming, and the other positive thing is he has developed and seized one more province from his vassal Chi. So Florry officially at 8. If Zlewikk finishes deving those 2 Ferrara provinces and Bologna, he'll be at 8 as well.
It's so close. I could not split them.
Super tight game. Some guys are close to enforcing demands. Of course, he is at war right now, so he might be safe, but I don't know. It's going to take a while for him to get out of this.
They could still.
He's got to unsiege this level 2 fort. There's no fort there. He's got to beat these guys up. We're going to get that fort.
It looked really good. It looked really, really good for a second.
Let's go to him directly, briefly, before we flip back to Zlewikk. I want to see how he's trying to manage this.
Sure.
Oh, that's unlucky. He's just got a comment, bro. He did not need that at this time.
They are looking like they're going to break him down. It's going to be close. What can he do? He does start to accept some things. This is going to be a very, very close first game. You see Florry getting frustrated, a rare bit of emotion on his face, usually so ice cold. Definitely the riskier, I would say, more high-octane strat. We did see a slower start from him. Florry looks like he has a higher ceiling, but the floor is lower. And we're going to see which way the chips do fall.
He lost more stab, bro. I just wanted to say that. He just lost stab again. We can go to Zlewikk a little bit. Oh, okay. Ming on guard and nomadic. That's good for them. But
well, he needs to take cash. Can he just take cash from the Ming? So over here, he is coring up these provinces. And I can confirm, you see 18, 13, and 18. 8 provinces on the board for Zlewikk. A strong showing.
It's tied right now.
Oh my god.
Both our players at 18 dev provinces. Okay, let's look at it realistically. Florry, we know he can get 2 or 3 more. Zlewikk, we know he can get 2 or 3 more. Who's going to be faster? Who's going to be more careful with the strategies? Like, I think we're going to end up with both players around 12, maybe? 13?
Oh, there it is. A deck on Venice, and now we'll start to see him unfold a little bit more. So let's see.
Who else is in this war?
He can take.
Hungary is helping him out, right?
Hungary is helping him out, so they're taking the brunt of the impact. Frankly, I think this might be him gearing up for his final war. I personally would like to see him take Manchuria in this as well. I think he can take it. Not even a question. This should be his final war. Manchuria is a scoring province. This would be a very, very good idea for him to take.
Oh,
now,
I see that now.
Can I just point out that he's been building ships since the beginning? And so Venice has been cowed.
Long con.
He has actually done that. Time and time again, we found Venice blocking our players' progress. It's looking really good for him. Also, Ottomans are at war with Castile over Salento. So he's going to breach his war. I mean, this is phenomenal. Look at this. This is very, very good. This is very, very good indeed. I mean, I'm saying he has to take Manchuria here. A couple other provinces. I think aggressive expansion be damned.
I think this is the max here. Just take provinces that are already above 18, develop, farm the points.
I think he can afford to take the coalition and dev them. Because he does have some time.
You could get in this war, including
in this war.
I'll separate this piece on
3. I would say you can take 4 provinces plus Manchuria. That will garner him a coalition. So we can take 5, and I would say that's a realistic realistic way for him to take for him to approach this. The coalition is risky, but I think that gives him enough time to be able to dev the provinces. He can take 3 immediately. and their
That's
scoring.
like no risk, no coalition,
No
no
risk.
blah blah
No,
blah.
no, no. They'll probably be a coalition. But I think that like we're talking endgame stuff. We're entering to the
Yeah, I
last
think you
8
gotta
minutes.
commit.
Remember, core and develop. Provinces that are not over 18 or 18 and over, he has to be able to core and develop. Look at that stack wipe. That is lovely.
Nice.
It might even be enough, you know.
Now, that's one reason I also like Flurry's strategy, ladies and gentlemen. If we flip back, so something Zlewikk is struggling with right there, or not struggling, something he has to do in this campaign is conquer the provinces, and if they're not above 18, he has to core them and then dev them. Whereas Flurry, he kept the ones that were above 18 for himself, obviously giving everything to his vassal. After giving it to his vassal, they're already the vassal's cores, right? Unless they had to core something up like these minor ones. But, you know, everything he released from Chi was their core. So then he didn't have to worry about deving there. He just bumped these up because they were already cores and seized them. So, but yeah, let's go to him directly, man, because he is pausing quite a lot. Oh, there we go. Actually, we don't have to. There's the peace out. He's taken 3.
They're even then. That means they're even. Over here, he has taken a massive amount of provinces. No big coalition, but that does leave him probably with enough time to core and develop all of these provinces. He is stacking his diplomatic power like crazy. He didn't take Venice, presumably because it gives him another province for him to take.
There we go. So Flurry has wrapped up this war versus Ming, ladies and gentlemen. You know, giving some provinces to chew, coring them up, getting them back, and another deck on Ming in the final 4 minutes, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, this is very close. It's Flurry rare, but he is behind as Zlewikk begins to finish off his cause. Presumably then will dev up and get his final score done.
Yeah. This is so tight, ladies and gentlemen.
You
You can't even know. So at
Zlewikk
this
is deving.
point, you're specking Zlewikk. Can we assume he's done with wars? He's
I
just
think we can,
developing,
yes.
filling up these final provinces. Did a coalition form right there?
They didn't know.
No? Really?
This is a very playable Florence. Like, this is just a good Florence game. A very, very good Florence
A
game.
regular Florence with espionage game. Yeah, Flurry, man. In that case, we can talk more about him as Zlewikk continues.
I don't think he's done with wars. I don't think he's done with wars. I don't think he's done with wars. He's gonna go for the Pope. He's going for the Pope. I think that is legal. That is illegal. That is a legal move. I can confirm he devved everything up until that point. This is a legal declaration, ladies and gentlemen. He has done. He's done. I mean, yeah, he's probably gonna go for Rome. That's insane.
Is there anything else that he can get done realistically? Any other high dev province?
He could he can take Rome. He could take Rome. Rome's worth 25. He could definitely take that. He might even be able to core and dev. It looks like he's going for Milan as well. He's going to go for Milan as well. Milan is 23. That's another province. Milan
He's gotta.
allied to the Pope. A ridiculous deck. It is very
Now he's getting coalition.
very close. Presumably they will, yeah. They are starting to coalition, but I don't think it's going to matter. Milan has been taken. I think he's going to piece him out soon. No, wait, he's going for Burgundy. Was Burgundy allied? Burgundy's allied to the Pope. He's going to rush down. He's going for Dijonais.
Yeah, that's an annoying one, but he's got to do it.
If he takes
Or
Dijonais,
meanwhile, just fighting Ming
Rome is
still.
gonna take-
There's so many high dev provinces he can take from them. He's all around them, basically crisscross them, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen. So he should be near or be able to take all of those already above 18 dev provinces. But it's tight because he's continuously close to blowing up, continuously close to bankruptcy. -3 staff for so long now. Rebels galore everywhere, giving stuff to vassals, deving it, getting it back from the vassals. It's insane.
He decked another war. He decked another war.
On who?
He's going for Genoa.
Is Genoa
This
above
is-
18?
Genoa itself is 25, I believe.
Oh,
It's 20.
So he can get
that does
3
count.
in
He
these
has taken
final
Milan.
2 wars.
He took Milan already. He can
He
take
took
2.
Milan already.
Burgundy out of the way. Been dismissed. It's just
fast.
Ragusa and Strasbourg. I don't know if it was the right decision to peace out. He can take Rome right now if he wanted to. He can take Rome. He's taking Rome.
Players. He's got Rome. Okay, so Zlewikk puts another one on the board. So now the only thing he's got to do is get Genoa, right? That's a
He's going for Genoa. He is going for Genoa. It's on 14%. We have less than a minute remaining. This might just tip him over the edge. Flurry doing what he can to seize provinces back. This is game 1. This is a hell of a game 1. We will be going to game 2 regardless. But what a showing from both these players. 2 very different strategies. 2 very different picks. Flurry gone bankrupt. He's done. Hands off keyboard.
He's not bankrupt, but he's
99%.
done.
He did take Genoa. Zlewikk took Genoa.
He does take it.
He's going for Albinga as well. I'm going to give him a 30-second warning. Hop in. There it is. There it is. Scores are locked in. Florry has stood up. Ladies and gentlemen, have you enjoyed game one? This was 18 plus. Have the most new 18 development provinces. What a game. People doubted. They were like, oh, it's a little bit complicated. But I think that was a phenomenal. That was probably my favorite so far in the entire season. What a hell.
Give the people the score.
You think it's time? You think it's ready?
I think it's time. It was a hell of a game, ladies and gentlemen. Super tight. I'm going to go ahead and say the score first. I think there are a lot of Flurry fans in the chat that are dying to know. So, Flurry, we're looking at his game right now, pretty much collapsing in the end right here. I can let you know that after developing his starting 5 provinces to 18, which they don't count, he has acquired 13 18 dev provinces, so that is Flurry's score.
Phenomenal.
That is the score that Zlewikk has to beat. 1, 3, 13. That's the challenge. Let's go to Laith's POV.
Now, over on my POV, he went for this last province. He didn't quite get it, but he still comes away with a massive score of 18. Oof. That phenomenal. He has 21 provinces. These two don't count because he started with them. This one doesn't count because it's not 13. The rest of them are all devved already. He seized at the final seconds Rome, Milan, and Genoa. And
Nice.
Don't forget, he took 5 provinces over there. If he'd gone with my strategy, I think he'd have lost. But very, very, very,
was the right
very
strategy.
strong.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Flurry takes away match 1 as the first challenge is done right there. There we go. We can see Zlewikk. But
Let's have a
first,
chat.
let's go ahead and announce the winner to our competitors.
Gentlemen, I can confirm with a score of 18 to 13, Zlewikk does take it away in the first match. 2 very, very different strategies, which we love to see.
Yeah.
Flurry, take us through your strategy, because it was one that genuinely we did not anticipate at all.
Yeah.
Well, so the idea was to take some provinces, raise the stuff that's not going to be devable, give the other shit over to vassals, and then seize it as I go along. But yeah, well, it was working out a little bit, but I had to wait. Like I think I spent like 30 odd minutes trying to get Speed 4 to work. So
there you go. I mean, it was still a good performance. I'll be honest. I don't think I have the. I don't have the nerves to play like you did. That was scary
I
to
would
look
have
at.
lost 27 minutes in. But Zlewikk, where did it all go right? We anticipated Florence would be the right pick. You did go with it. I think this was the strategy.
Yeah, I debated Flurry into Jiangsu because we discussed that before the game. And I actually planned Jiangsu as well. And then I was in the lobby like, shit, it's gonna take so much time to dev these promises to 18. I can't declare any wars. No, it's not a good pick. I'm gonna go with Florence.
You looked at Ashikaga for a second as well.
Oh, that was just like, also now there's no claim and date CB Ming, so they say no, this is also not a good pick. So Cultured Florence, stacking AE impact, improved relations. I would have much more, but Mamluks just got so many allies, plus Ottomans never attacked them. So I decided like, okay, in the last 10 minutes, I'm gonna take more from Venice and Pope instead of the Mamluks.
We will not. I will say still. I think Florence, regardless of, I think Florence was the stronger pick. Just given how Zlewikk played it, it was very, very, very good. Here's what we're gonna do next. You boys have I have an interview with Zlewikk. You are either 1 up or 1 down. Do you have any sort of words of encouragement for yourself?
Polska Guru.
I'm sure you probably could have told yourself that in the phone. I don't know why I asked that. It was pretty obvious what you were gonna say. So you have been undefeated this season. How does that feel?
Well, I feel like Flurry.
Yeah, I mean, he did go. You're the first one to beat him in these qualifiers. Do you think that helps going into a final like this?
Yeah, I mean, I think the main difference to the previous season is the PC. And actually, since I started borrowing PC from my friends, I never lost. Because 2 games in the last season and a lot of the games this season is all wins with that new PC.
How much better is this PC? Why does he have a better PC than you?
He updated it last year. Mine was updated like 5 years ago. I need a new update.
Alright, so the best base for EU4 skill is your PC, apparently.
It's all about CPU. Yeah.
There you go. What would be the worst kind of challenge? I mean, at this point, you will have already played a game. So, what would be the worst possible challenge that you could face?
I think it would be in some kind of region where I haven't played for a while, and that's a big advantage of Florry because in December he was streaming every day, completing all of his missing achievements, which means he played everywhere. And so he definitely has this small advantage of knowing some obscure nations that I haven't played.
So somewhere obscure. What would be the best one then? The ideal challenge.
Trade challenges for sure, just like in the previous seasons when I did win with him back in the Speed 5. But I'm also pretty confident about the blobbing.
Yeah.
I mean, the blobbing challenges will be probably super close. And now it depends what kind of nation you're blowing with. If it's a small nation, but it will be RNG, just like with Albania. If it's something bigger, then it's gonna get really interesting.
I mean, understandable. Fair enough. What would you say is Florry's biggest strength in this sort of competition? What do you look at his gameplay and you think, yeah, okay, that's something that's like unmatched?
He's a chameleon, right? He doesn't have he meets an obstacle in the challenge and he doesn't panic. He finds a solution immediately and just follows it. And even if it goes bad, I think it was his challenge versus Playmaker, right? It went really bad for him at the beginning, but he never gave up. He actually did win the war and the whole challenge.
Very true. And what about you? What's your greatest strength? If someone's if I'm gonna ask Florry this question, right, or I'm asking anyone else this question, and I go, Zlewikk, what a competitor. What's his thing?
I've played so much of multiplayer. I can really play fast without pausing. I think that's the biggest advantage that I'm having. Yeah, and plus some micromanagement, also coming from MP, as that might be also helpful.
I'll say, and I've said it before on Para Bellum, I think that you are the best final 5 minutes participant we have. I think that's your ideal. What makes you so good? Why is it that when people say, okay, well, we say 5 minutes left, do your final things. What goes off in your head?
Because I have this 5 minutes planned already, right? I'm playing the whole challenge, the whole hour, and maybe not at the very start, but when there are 20 minutes left, I already know what I'm gonna be doing in the last 5 minutes. It also means I'm not spending too much of resources. I think that's one of the issues that Playmaker has. He spends his resources too fast, right? And then he doesn't use his whole 60 minutes. I'm doing so much in the last 5-10 minutes because I'm planning enough resources to do as much in this last 5-10 minutes.